weeks, we've shown you the best of the British football with highlights of this year's Britbowl finals. Time now to show you the Division II final between Norwich and Dundee. The BAFL 2 championship game featured the Dundee Hurricanes against the Norwich Devils. Dundee entered the contest with a record of 9-1, their only loss to the Merseyside Nighthawks. Norwich entered the game with a perfect record of 10-0. We saw them lose to Ipswich in the Division II Britbowl back in 2000. Thankfully, their uniforms have improved since then. The Hurricanes started terribly. On their third play, Mike Briggs ran for a massive 12-yard loss on 3rd and 13. Jason Shorten making the defensive play for Norwich. Norwich capitalized on the fourth play of their first drive. Quarterback Darren Bailey throwing on 4th and 8 and connecting with receiver Jason Osborne for this 32-yard touchdown. Dundee replied with a long drive. However, on 4th and 9 at the Norwich 25, head coach Alex Brandon chose not to go for the field goal, and Mohamedou Nakate was given the ball instead with predictable results. Then the Devils got into high gear on the ensuing possession. Osborne showed his durability when he took a handoff for 16 yards. 6 plays later, he made 16 yards on this pass play. But it was Bailey that finished the drive for Norwich, going in from the 1 to make it 13-0. The Devils' first possession of the second period was ended by Craig Blackwell's interception and 16-yard run back. But the next 3 drives were very short and ended in punts. It wasn't until Ben Green's reception that things started to pick up. Green's 24-yard catch was better just 2 plays later, as Green outdid himself with this 29-yard effort. Green got the hat trick of big plays on the next drive when he reeled in another Bailey pass, this time for 16 yards and 6 points. With the PAT, it was now 20-0 to the Devils. The Hurricanes had their next drive stalled when quarterback Bruce Thompson failed to get the yard needed on 4th and 1. That was the last meaningful play of the first half.
Come on, boys. We're better than that. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows it. Come on, boys. I know we've got this, all right? We've got this in us. All we've got to do is stand up and do the job.
Norwich started the third period on their own 37. 6 plays later, they elected to go for it on 4th and 4 on Dundee's 22, but Bailey's pass was incomplete. The Hurricanes could only muster a 3-and-out on their next series, and on the following possession, Bailey hit Osborne again, a key play in a drive that finished with Bailey's 3rd touchdown pass of the day, this one for 34 yards to receiver Nick Walsh. Both teams then swapped punts before the hole the Hurricanes had put themselves in got deeper, when Thompson threw this pick to Robert Kirk. That turnover sparked a drive that culminated in this botched field goal. No wonder both teams shied away from their kicking games in this match. Dundee seemed enthused after the Devils' mishap. Nakate picking up 26 yards on this big catch. Bruce Thompson then hit Fraser Thompson for this 25-yard gain. That was followed by a 9-yard pass to Darren Henderson to make the score 26-6. After they exchanged punts, Norwich got an attack of fumbleitis. Akira Jones coughed the ball up to end a promising drive deep in Hurricane territory. Stuart Adam on a recovery. However, yet again, the Hurricanes went 3-and-out in reply.
Let's go! Come on!
Then Osborne gave Dundee excellent field position when he coughed up the ball, and Ross McPherson recovered. Surely now Dundee could get some pride back. Seven plays after the fumble, it was the Thompson to Thompson connection that yielded the Canes' second touchdown. However, Dundee went for the 2 points to finish the game. Niakate's rushing attempt failed, though.
He got short! He got short! He got short!
And that was the ball game. The Norwich Devils 26, the Dundee Hurricanes 12.
Coach Rockwell, perfect season. What are your thoughts?
Amazed. To be honest, pre-season I'd never have guessed this was going to happen, but the players learned early when pre-season didn't happen right and they didn't get results in pre-season games, and since then they've put the work in and they deserve what they've got. It's been a fantastic year.
Another perfect season. What's your thoughts?
What's thoughts? It's just, I'm pleased we come out with a win. Won against Yorkshire Ramble, the MVP, that was close again. And then, we've got a good lead on this team here and they started coming back and stuff like that. We fumbled a couple of times, but, we've got a great coach, great players and stuff like that. I thought there's a chance of them coming back, with all the training we've done. We're well disciplined and stuff, so, it's been great to come back and win.
And now Nick Corning can't say anymore that you have the worst outfit in football. You named his top 10 worst uniforms before with the new kit. What's your thoughts on Nick?
That was hell of a motivator to buy some new uniform. So we got it together and it looks good.
Excellent. And for 2008, what happens next?
We go into Div 1. We're not just happy to be there, we're there to compete. Everybody knows that the work's going to start. It'll take a little while to enjoy this. Work starts up and we come along next year. Div 1, we're going to compete. We want to be straight back here.
Nick, congratulations.
Thank you.
He talked about the guy's uniform, forced him to spend money that they didn't want to spend.
No. Look what happens when they do. They start winning. I mean, they used to, Scott, you hadn't seen this. I mean, you'd have had to wear sunglasses to play against them. They used to wear these horrible mustard-coloured things. They're the worst jerseys that I'd ever seen, apart from the Orlando Thunder's jersey from 1991.
I do remember those, I do, yeah.
And all I know is they go out looking really sharp and smooth in that blue with the yellow trim, and they start winning. And there's another team that's been wearing blue with the yellow trim that started winning. Here's the stylish-looking Norwich Devils. Classy-looking team. They look ready to take on anybody. That's the sort of team that could go to Miami and hang up 40 points on the Miami Dolphins. Well, let's face it, anybody could do that. Which is exactly what this team has done today, the New York Jets. Can you tell the difference? Because I can't. Okay, there's a bit more yellow in the pants. But apart from that...
I don't know, both teams are looking pretty smooth.
Exactly.
And they're both winning.
What is it you always say? Look good?
Look good, feel good, play good.
There you go.
Always.
There you go. So, I'm glad I was able to help the Norwich Devils out. And, I'm not going to take all the credit for the fact that they won the bowl, but... It's pretty obvious where... Well, yeah, exactly.
Why not?
Just
hell yeah.
Congratulations to Norwich for getting that victory. Now stick with us because the Steelers hosting the Bengals is coming right up.